Hello everyone, Matthew and Way here. In this video, we're reviewing and analyzing Moon Knight Season 1, Episode 3 that is currently on Disney+. I'll go over several topics in the video. I'll let you know when the page I'll be setting up is ready for you to help me support this channel. I also will point out several references to the comics in this review and video as well. Thank you, now I'll review. The episode starts off with Leia getting a passport made by a woman who appears to be her mother. It looks that way in that she is not young and Leia is younger than her. Leia is going to Egypt to help Mark stop Harper Arrow from finding Ahmet. As the viewer knows, Harper Arrow has the scare but plans to use it to bring back Ahmet from the dead. The viewer sees Harper Arrow in the desert looking for Ahmet's tomb. He has the scare that he received when Mark dropped it in the last episode, fleeing and destroying the demon that Harper Arrow released in the last episode. They would have shown the viewer what happened in the previous episode. Harper has a bunch of his followers with him as they search for Ahmet's tomb. The viewer later sees Mark chasing a couple of people in Egypt and has the feel of Aladdin to it. The reason is that the viewer sees him jumping rooftops, and Aladdin had that feeling when he was fleeing the soldiers that were chasing him. Mark is asking these people questions on where the tomb of Ahmet is. Mark is fighting with Stephen as the viewer sees the dissociative identities order taking shape. Mark goes from Stephen back to Mark. Mark is having a hard time with keeping Stephen out, that he almost lets a person get away. The kid Mark looks at jumps off the cliff by cutting the rope that he was attached to. After Conchi asked him, saying who talked, but then he didn't talk like he thought. Mark tells Conchu, "What do you want me to do? Do you want me to search the entire desert for Harper Arrow?" Conchu tells him, "I'll have to do something to get the god's attention." He creates an eclipse by having nighttime taking place during the day. Khonshu knows that they must meet later. What this means is the gods must meet at the Pyramid of Giza. Khonshu hopes this will help stop Harper Hero from being successful to find Ahmet. Harper is twisting the truth, telling the gods that Khonshu is searching for Ahmet's tomb when the viewer knows that Harper Hero is looking for the tomb. Like with Ahmet and Khonshu and all the gods use avatars to communicate with each other as well as what's going on. What I mean is they all use avatars, like they do, so. The gods are determined it's not their place to interfere with mortals. The gods believe in free will and the fact that humanity abandoned them. And later takes the viewer to Mark meeting up with Layla, and Mark tells her, "You should not be here." She asks, "What are you afraid of?" Mark tells her, "It's not the locals that I'm afraid of, it is something else." Layla takes Mark to someone who can compose a star and give a paper guide to find Ahmet before Harper does. Mark and Layla are out in the desert and they get the star. Mark has Stephen helping. He lets Stephen take over and Stephen helps to put it together. Khonshu tells Stephen, "I know what it looked like the night that it took place based on the constellations of the stars and when it would have been placed." Khonshu tells Stephen to put his hands up and they turn back time to when the stars would have been at the exact moment in time. Khonshu tells Stephen, "The gods will appear to me. You must have Mark rescue me." This is true to the comics, as the gods imprison Khonshu for what they call acting out. It was cool to watch, as the viewer would have felt like they were watching an astronomy demonstration at a planetarium. To not spoil the ending, nothing more will be revealed here. I give Moon Knight Season 1, Episode 3 a 10 out of 10. It had the build in the comics, and it was accurate to how Khonshu did get imprisoned by the gods. It does an excellent job of showing the dissociative identity disorder. It has only shown the two identities, but I know he has another identity besides Mark and Stephen. I will not reveal it here in this video. Please go to www.matthewreviewer.com to learn more about why I started a YouTube channel. You can also read the written portion of the reviews as well as having the YouTube videos being included there as well. I will not release another video until April 21st, 2022 to give myself a break around Easter. The next video will be the review of Moon Knight Season 1, Episode 4, which will come out April 20th, 2022. Thank you for understanding. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share my channel. Please hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos that come on the channel upon this video. Please let me know what books, movies, and TV shows let me review next in the comment section below. Please share this video with your friends, family, so my channel can grow. Thank you and have a wonderful day.